Hello ladies and gentlemen, Dodger here. Welcome back to the Mindcrack server. Today is Wednesday and we are going to continue progress on our tunnel. Got some inspiration from yesterday's comments on some ideas for the theme. The theme of the tunnel is going to be very much so... Shoot, I forgot the word. Aquarium themed. It's aquatic themed. It's got the fish down below, and it looks like we have 10 people that have decided to chip into the OSHA challenge thing that I'm doing with this build, meaning every day that we go without a 2-heart or more than 2-heart injury, we add a day to the tally, and then when that tally gets reset, then I and those that have joined will be donating to Direct Relief for Farlands or Bust as a nod to the OSHA challenge. So we got that going in, and now I need to get this worked out and some aquarium-like things going on in here so that our 10 fishes have a nice place to be. The main idea was to put sand down the bottom so that the bottom A looks more habitable for fish, and B, we can put some water life in there, some plant life in there too. Cool. All right, so that's the plan for today. I needed sand, and I went and grabbed 5 stacks, 4 stacks, no 5 stacks. I got one going into glass because I need some glass too. Went over to Brian's desert area, which has been decreed the desert of choice to demolish. That desert is getting demolished for the sake of the guano farm over there, because Brian is helping them fill in the ocean so that can keep going on further. I actually chipped in a little last night and put in some work to help fill in that ocean. But I needed some sand of my own. And speaking of Brian, these supports meet the Brian standard of excellence. Apparently, yesterday afternoon, Brian came over here and inspected our supports to make sure that the top beams were sitting on the side beams. Little did he know that I had already done that. I had already fixed that problem, but that video had not been seen yet. So they have now been checked, rechecked, and checked again for standardized safety measures. This will not cave in under any occasion. Unless a creeper comes through and blows it up. But at least, you know, we have people looking out for us. People are looking out for our safety here, right? Sure. Let's see. This design, I kind of worked out a little bit this morning. I was just kind of playing around with different ideas. Thought of doing a lot of different things, some more intricate than others, and I decided to leave them fairly non-intricate. I'm just going to use the stone bricks in the middle and behind, and then have it, you know, go down into there, but not connect to this. And that's what the look will be. The only major change is I put a block here in the middle so that the roof has a little bit of a design to it, and it does actually look a little sturdier that way. A little bit extra support. But what I need to do, actually, is I'm going to fill up my buckets, and then I'm going to fill in this water, because I need to dig out the floor one lower, because all the floor is going to be this level. I'm going to go ahead and start at this end, and the aquarium will start here. It won't start here, so we will have to do some kind of different design, transitioning from this into that. But for now, let me go ahead and knock out this bottom layer. I was watching Brian on the server last night, and kind of got reminded that mending is a thing. And mending means it's an enchantment on your items that repairs them at the cost of XP. Honestly, I'd kind of forgotten. That's something I should probably work towards in the future. I think once this project is done, once we're done with the structure, I am going to make an initiative to gear up. I'm tired of looking like a pleb So after we're done with this, and the connection has been made, the connection has been made, then we can look at probably gearing up and getting good enchantments and having, you know, full diamond armor instead of the scrappy armor, and good enchants on the stuff. I think it's time. I think it's time. So actually, I need to go 2 deeper. Yeah, I do. Is that okay? Yeah, that should be okay. Because we're just digging into the stone here. And these are bedded onto stone, so we should be good there. Okay, I want to go 2 deeper. Whoops, not there. So that I can put the sand down. I've heard, I don't know for sure, this is not something that I actually know is a fact, but I've heard that sand in water can be bone mealed to grow seaweed and other sea life. I also have some coral, and I can go gather more, some coral and stuff like that to put in here. I don't have any sand on me. I can't reach that. Well, guess I gotta make myself a way out. Grab some sand and place the sand. Yeah, so like I said, I have not really tested to see if this works or not, but we're about to find out, because I'm gonna fill this in with water all the way across to here. Transfer our fish over, since the fish has lived, and seems like it does okay. It's getting caught in the corners, but there will be no corners in the end design, so hopefully that's okay. I'm thinking once it's all opened up, that shouldn't be a problem. Will I need to do more than 2? I think I will. I think once I get 3 in there, it will spring itself. Dangerous. Dangerous. Alright, now... well, we'll have 4. Yeah, because now there's still water here. I guess that's not what I need to do. I need to go 1 down. Water. How does it work? Is it here? Yes. Okay, so you skip 1. There. There. Water is probably still one of the most confusing things in Minecraft, especially to people that don't know Minecraft. The way that it works is just not super logical, I don't think. But I'm definitely a fan of the idea that not everything in Minecraft needs to be logical. Sometimes it's more fun to be a little bit illogical and a little less real-worldy, if that's the term, I guess it is. So let's see. Huzzah! It does! That's kind of neat. And it goes quite a ways. That's almost too much. I might break some of that out, because that's a lot. Okay. Doesn't look supernatural there. Cool. So that's neat. That gives it a little bit of life under the water. Despite the fish. Well, despite the fact the fish aren't in there yet. I guess I'll transfer our first fish over. I'm not gonna name... Water logic. It's good. I'm not gonna name the fish until the aquarium is done. I do... oh man. Oh man, I've messed up. I done messed up. Here. There you go. I do plan to go over to the tropical ocean and grab some more tropical fish too. They won't all be salmon and cod. We're gonna try and get as many fish varieties as possible. Oh, he looks so much happier now. So much happier. Not gonna get caught in the corners. Okay, so to join this shouldn't be too big a deal. I had extra signs. The classic needed 1 sign but had to make 3 situation. Oh. That's why those were there. Okay, okay, I got it. Do I have stairs? I do. Fixed. And fixed. Okay. But in here, we need to replace the bottom with sand. I'm debating if I want to just knock everything out or dry it up first. Yeah, let's dry it up. Let's do this. I got infinite water now. We had a little discussion last night about infinite versus renewable, because some things in Minecraft are renewable. Wheat is renewable. You can keep making more of it. Trees are renewable. But some people were thinking things like sand was renewable versus like, okay, water, renewable. I can keep making more water. Lava, not renewable. However, the argument on the other side of that is the world is infinite. And there's always more lava. Like, there's never going to be a point when you can't generate more nether to get more lava. Okay. But does that really make it renewable? It's a silly little argument for a silly aspect of the game, I suppose. Oh. Hold on. Does that say delivered? Okay. I'm sorry. I just apparently got my Amazon delivery so that I have the materials for Project Danson. Can do some work on that this week. Nice. That's good. That's good. More on that subject later. Back to infinite versus renewable. Wait, I think I was done with infinite versus renewable. It was just a funny little topic because it's a linguistics thing. Like, there's no right or wrong answer there. It's just, you know, it's a term that no longer applies. Basically, it's verbiage that's changed because of a different world. You know, Minecraft is not Earth. It's not reality. I know, that sounds unbelievable, but it is the truth. And that's a whole other subject that I've run into a lot, is people so hung up on words meaning what they've always meant versus, you know, the definition of words changing. And culture moves so fast, technology is moving so fast and stuff, that happens a lot, I think. You know, the verbiage, the meaning of a word can change really quick, and because of, you know, the connection between everyone's so interconnected anymore, it's no longer the case that it takes a long time for the shift to happen. When a word starts being used in a different way, it usually happens pretty instantly. And the word gets out really quick. So that's an interesting aside to that whole thing. What else was going on? Oh, there we were. Well, hope everybody's ready to make a direct relief donation. I thought for a second I might be safe because we were in the water. But we were not. Oh, didn't I say that earlier too? I think I did. Maybe I said it in my mind and not in video. But I said, this structure is safe as long as a creeper doesn't come along. Well, guess what? Oh, man. How many did we make it? Do we make it to 7 or do we only make it to 6? I think we only made it to 6. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I fully blame Brian for this because I opened that up last night so that he could get through because he was having a hard time finding it. Oh, man. Huh. Alright, well, I guess that's that. We made it 6 days. I guess I'll go go ahead and reset that now. And after this recording, I'll go make my, I think, $6. Let me go check. What was it? Yep, it was 6. That is now 0. 0. 0 as. That is 0 as fill in the blank. That was a complete accent, but I'm keeping it. Alright, $6, and we reset back to 0. Darn creeper. Darn creeper. I was going to be more upset if I had reset it via myself, like, tripping and falling and doing more than, 2 hearts of damage. A creeper creeping up on me like that. Meh. Been out of my control. Whatever. Oh, this one spread out very nicely. Okay, so now we just need to do right here. Boy, I don't even remember where I was going. Oh, the other topic last night. Wait, the fish is fine, right? Where's the fish go? Where does the fish go? He's over here. He's cool. He's cool. The topic that came up last night. Spoilers. This is spoilers for future Gu-Jay-Sano videos of Mindcrack. They got into the Mandela effect. Mandela? Something like that. It was a very, very funny conversation, and a lot of that I think is tied to what I'm talking about, where the meaning of things changes a lot over time, and because we're so interconnected, I think even just like verbiage can change and stories can change. Stories change real fast. All that stuff happens rapid fire because, like I said, the word of everyone is spread out so much more now, and it's just like when you did that in grade school, and what was it called? Oh, it was a game called something. Not password or anything like that. It was something where you whispered the story along through the classroom, and then you would see how much it changed by the end. Whatever that was called. Somebody will know. Somebody help me, please. That happens on a much grander scale now because word is passed along so much. So yeah, not only does verbiage change, stories change, and meaning changed, a lot of things change really fast. Thanks to the interconnected age. I think, maybe. I don't know. That's just my observation. Yeah, it was good times. Fun conversation, at least. Oh, I really need just one more, don't I? Oh well. Maybe I'll use blue glass somewhere else in here. This looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. What did I just see right there? I guess it was me running. Was it running particle, maybe? Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, so now I need lots of stone stairs. We'll put this up, put that up, put these up. Decided not to use those. I got 16. I'm gonna need more than that. I got 15 bricks on me, so I'm gonna need to make more of those anyway. This is a fun way of doing this. Fun means weird. Alright, and then they go like this, which, yeah, I remember that being, it's a harder block placement than usual. The logic is weird with that. Is there an easier way to do it? I think once I get one in, yeah, once I get one in, it's usually easier. They seem, I don't know if this is true or not, but they seem to kind of logic together, like they, nope. It seemed like once one was there, the next one would follow suit. Is there a way up at all? Nice. But I guess it's just more about the pixel perfectness of where you place the cursor. these all the way down. I've decided for sure that's what I'm gonna do there. Alright. Whoops! Wow, that went really wrong. Is it gone forever? I think it's gone forever. Get it. Got it. Good. What was I talking about? There was another subject. Oh, right. I mentioned the Datsun. So later this week, there will be another working on the Datsun stream where I have gotten a couple things. I got a carburetor rebuild kit. Probably not going to rebuild a carburetor, but I might try and change out what is known as the accelerator pump diaphragm, which is all magic and nonsense to me, but it was recommended that since it's been sitting for many years, even if it was a new carburetor, perhaps the diaphragm went bad, which is apparently some kind of soft plastic thing that gets, you know, like deteriorated. I don't really know much about carburetors. I will learn though. Hopefully, maybe not. But yeah, that will happen later this week. It's supposed to be a big weather change, and hoping for good weather for that, so we can stream in relative comfort. The word of contention there is stream. I debated if I even wanted to talk about this or not. I certainly considered maybe just not even bringing it up, but I don't know. I feel like I'll feel better if I talk about it versus if I don't in video. So I mentioned kind of right when we started the Mindcrack series that I was working on becoming a Twitch partner, and that was all kind of inspired because Twitch changed their system and they made it seemingly a little bit more straightforward and inviting to become a partner. Like it was a matter of, hey, if this, then do this, instead of accidental downer there. Instead of the mystery that it always was to me before that. I never really even considered it, to be honest. That thought never really even crossed my mind. I just didn't think that was, you know, in my wheelhouse. However, when they... Do I have a problem with that? Am I doing this wrong? Oh, I kind of did. It's here. Those are the open ones. Alright, well, there's gonna be extra bricks there. They released what they called the achievement system, and they put in there a path to partnership, basically, where you hit milestones, and if you get through all of them, then you will be invited to put in a partnership application. And that just seemed, you know, it seemed so much more straightforward to me. It seemed so clear that I thought, hey, you know what? I need, you know, a positive move. Oops, I didn't finish this in. I need something building. I need something, I don't want to say to go right. I just need something to kind of build some momentum. And more than anything, it seemed like a thing that kind of gives back a little bit to the community that has supported me so much. And, you know, most of, I think, the more diehard community members are the ones that typically end up being live stream viewers as well. Because, to me, live stream viewership is a bigger commitment than video viewership. That's kind of its own different subject. But I decided that I really wanted to do it, and I wanted to push for it because of that. Like, that was the inspiration there. It seemed like the timing was good, and it was just something that looked interesting to do and would create a better experience for the viewers. That's why I pushed for it. And I did, and worked, I mean, pretty diligently. I have my restrictions, you know, this whole job, if you will, it's something that's kind of physically hard for me. I don't have a very, you know, strong, sturdy voice. I've talked about that, and I've obviously put myself in a rather tough situation just to try and make it work, but it is something that I'm extremely passionate about and want to work out. Sorry, I was getting very sidetracked there. To the subject. So, worked through that program, worked very diligently. My community, you guys all worked very diligently, put in a lot of effort to make sure you could attend the streams if you could. You shared, you did all the things right. And in late June, decided to go ahead and, you know, when the program was complete, I put in a partnership application, and I didn't really know what to expect from there. A problem that I have had with Twitch is that they're real fuzzy with communication, and they very much so lack clarity. That's a problem that I seem to run into with them pretty frequently. Well, weeks went by. By the way, it did the whole, like, confetti and, you know, congratulations, you should put in your application now. It said, you know, you'll hear back within 7 days or so. Okay, so weeks went by. Weeks went by. And that's seemingly the standard for them now. Other people in our community were going through the same thing at the same time, and it took, you know, 50 plus days for them to hear back. Didn't even get a confirmation that I had sent in an application, to which we did actually get a reply from Twitch about saying that, yep, sorry, actually I don't even know what they said, sorry. The confirmation emails are broken. Okay, cool, whatever. Oh, I said something that was okay Google-like. Oh, shoot, now I actually said it. Now I've lost my train of thought. Darn you, Google! Okay, so now we're back to 56 days before hearing from them, which was its own thing. You know, it seemed like a system that was so clear and so straightforward. To then take 60 plus days to get back to you seemed a little odd and certainly very stressful. It wasn't at all what I was expecting. That's where the frustration is for me right now, because I pushed for all of this, and, you know, I really put in the effort there because it seemed like it was a more straightforward thing, and that's what I had previously wanted to avoid with all of this. Is I didn't like how it was so whim-based before. It didn't seem very structured. It was just kind of like a, hey, put in applications and maybe you won't, maybe you will. It depends on who reviews it on that given day. That's the impression I always had of it before. So I thought, you know, with this new achievement system and actual invites, and the way they did the affiliate program, I thought it would be different. Apparently not, because 64 days after applying, I got an email simply stating, we have to deny your application because your current statistics do not match minimum requirements. That was a major punch in the gut. And I kind of was worried about that, because I did a big push and worked really hard in May, June, and July and got my numbers good, doing things not in ways that I'm uncomfortable with. You know, I always kind of stuck to, you know, stuff that I would do, but I certainly did things in an extremely structured way that was more stressful, and a lot more, you know, effort went into it, and on top of that, like, you know, it's a lot more work than normal. Well, in August, I believe I got sick somewhere in there. Something happened that I had like a week where I wasn't streaming, and through other things, I don't know why, but you know, the numbers in August were very bad. I don't know if it was stuff that I did. It was just nature of how things have been going, or I know. I mean, I've been hearing other people talk about it. You know, numbers were down in August because of whatever. Probably, you know, school going back in. All that. What did I do here? I dug this out wrong. Fill it in thyroid. It'll be fine. Is that a Minecraft noise? I think it was. Yeah, but through whatever factor, whatever happened there, the numbers weren't very good in August. However, my understanding was, you know, that we weren't being judged by what happened now, we were being judged by what happened when we applied. Apparently that is not the case. Apparently what they judge off of is whenever they get around to it. And the key frustration for me now is that basically I screwed myself and I screwed all of you guys over by following the system. If I had just applied knowing that it takes them forever to get through the applications, if I just applied and then pushed, well then, you know, they would have gotten to the application in July or June when the numbers were right. So that's what really was just a kick right in the gut, is that basically I felt like because I did things quote-unquote the right way, or the way that they are currently, you know, marketing it, if you will, I got denied. And that's a bad feel. That's a very bad feel. I mean, it's not like I'm just gonna be, well, kind and gentle words here, Twitch. I'm not gonna ever put anything on Twitch ever again. No, that's not really it. Oh shoot! Not 2 in one day. That's a dangerous tunnel. Do I have any arrows? I don't. I got a shield. Where did he go? Is he hiding in one of the... Okay, he went out. Let's wrap around. Interrupting this conversation. Good job, creeper. Alright, let's jump to the tree. Hiya! Okay, it was only 1 heart. I'm caught on a leaf. I mean, honestly, if we're going to take another... Okay, shield blocked it. Definitely destroyed some of the tree. But the shield blocked the, attack. Sorry, tree. I have branches. I'll fix you someday. Maybe. Probably. Probably not. And then there's a zombie down here. Whew. Oh, there's another creeper down there. This is a dangerous place. This is why I'm making this path. Try and get away from this dangerous place. Are you... He mad. He mad. Creeper man. I should really have arrows. This is why I want to start the Gear Up initiative. Alright, that one's dead. Creeper is down there. Fight me in open terrain, you jerk. Don't you explode. You're dead. Sorry, somebody doesn't like it when I say you're dead. It just... That was a moment when it needed to be said, because I was under attack. This was a siege taking place here. Where was I? Oh, okay. I'm not sitting here like, I'm never putting anything on Twitch ever again. That's not the case. It was just a horrible, horrible timing. I have just had 2 to 3 months to 5 to 10 years of feeling like everything that I try for fails, and anything that I don't try for or just kind of like let things happen usually work out. And that's a terrible attitude to have, but it's just been relentless like that. I feel like I can't escape that. And this was another case of that, and it just felt terrible. Like, that's definitely, reading that email was instantly one of the cases, oops. I can think of the most sincere, instant heart sink. Like, you know, just that feeling of I don't know how to describe it. Just massive disappointment. I kind of lost my train of thought here. It's, I really did debate on bringing it up or not. But like I said, if I didn't talk about it, I'd be upset with myself for not talking about it. Life is a cruel thing sometimes, I guess, basically. You know, then you can just ignore it and not talk about it, or you can just accept it. And I guess I just choose to accept that that's the way things are. I mean, at the moment, feeling still pretty upset about it. Of course, I had to open my mouth and spout out about it on Twitter. I mean, not really spout out about it, but I definitely expressed my displeasure with the situation. To which, of course, everybody, as they always are, super supportive about it, and I would say defensive and supportive. It's a situation where I don't feel like, and I wouldn't even want people to go out of their way to like try and make it right or anything like that. That's usually just not how I do business. I'm not gonna go, you know, out on record and tweet directly at Twitch and be like, you know, you gotta fix your system. But I feel like it was important that it was said how poorly they handled that situation, I think, and how, if that's how they're going to run their organization and business, it ties right back into a topic I had weeks ago about distrust in organizations and companies. You know, that's a key reason why that kind of stuff happens, I think. That certainly built up a significant amount of distrust in me in Twitch as a company. It just feels very inhuman. It feels like being treated like a number instead of a person. And that's not a good feeling. That's not a feeling you want your I mean, potential partners and, you know, people that are the reason your company exists to feel. I would imagine that's not a super good thing. I'm not gonna like give up and surrender. However, I'm probably much more keen to just keep doing things as I was. Not that I was really looking to change anything, but it was going to be a big pressure relief for me. To feel kind of validated on the platform, whereas I've always felt like I don't fit the ideal Twitch model. You know, I'm not their star student, and never was and never will be. But if I was, you know, a Twitch partner, I would have felt like I had freedom to just keep doing things my own way and making it work for my own community, and letting my pretty darn strong community, you know, flourish on, you know, our own terms. So, you know, I had plans of really being more creative with the stuff that I do and more experimental with things. Oh, I see. I should be doing it that way. Save water. Save the infinite water. Maybe, you know, different stream schedules that included people that couldn't usually watch, but during times that would be, you know, off-peak times. You know, that's the kind of freedom that I was looking for, and more than anything, I was looking for the features that it offers for the viewers. That's what I really wanted out of that. So that's where I guess the disappointment rather than the anger comes in. That's why I feel nothing more than just really disappointed. It's good. Then at the end of this week, I'll be going to Seattle for PAX, because there's never been a point, whoops, where I needed a little bit of a reset than right now. Definitely was already in a pretty bad place, and this has not made that much better. I appreciate everybody's, like, sympathy and understanding and support, and, you know, the just keep trying, don't give up, rah 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 attitude, and I know that's coming from a good place, but unfortunately it doesn't fix the place where my head is at. That's not the way that stuff works, and everybody knows that. I think that's no secret. It's gonna be a long-winded episode. I don't really know. I don't know how I want to say this. I don't really know how many more chances, how many more disappointments I want to take on this road. It's just, it's starting to get to be pretty heavy, to be honest. And when I say that, I guess, oh man, this is gonna be a really long episode. I guess what I mean is, I keep trying to, you know, change streams. There may come a point where reality will set in, and I'll just have to accept, basically, that dream stuff isn't gonna happen, and I'll just go get myself, you know, back to probably retail job, and live out my life in a, I don't want to say normal, like I'm not normie bashing. People can be very happy living, you know, their 9-to-5 job kind of life. And I don't disrespect people that do that. It's just not something that's very fulfilling to me. You know, at 30-something, 31, a lot of ships have already sailed there, basically. So that's why I'm putting so much effort and so much emphasis into this stuff. So I'm not ready to give up yet, basically. That's the end. That's the end tale to tell there. I am not ready to give up yet. I don't really know what the next step of this is, but just gonna keep doing what I do and hope that something clicks and works. Water and water. I feel like I have to. I feel like I owe everybody finishing this this water part out today. If you are still watching at this point, you owe to see what the finished product will look like. I got it down now. I gotta pay one last bit, and then tomorrow we'll work out what happens at the entrance, and maybe the exit, but probably just the entrance, to be honest. And beyond that, we might just go looking for fish. Okay, well that's apparently as far as I can go. Here? Yeah, it's as far as I can go. But there you go, there's a look of what it looks like on the inside. It's pretty good. The water's a problem, but don't you worry. In the next patch, the lag related to water apparently got fixed. So even though there's a ton of water flowing and updates in here that causes problems, oh, look at the fish. That's super cool. That'll be really cool with everybody's fish in there. I don't know that you're going to be able to see the name tags. That's a factor I didn't account for, but we'll see. But that is what the tunnel looks like. I think it's cool. I like it a lot. Pretty neat. And I was gonna say it's water themed without being annoying. Like you can walk on the water pretty much. You really have to walk towards the edge and into the columns in order to. I guess that's the spot where you dive in, right here. No? Yeah, a little bit. But mostly, I think if you're using it normally, it'll be fine. Alright, Cone, shut up. This video is super long. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for your support, and I will see you next time.